Have any of you considered just how bad, how terrible the Giants are in extra inning games this year? It's like they cannot win them. The Giants' fate in extra inning games would be much better served being decided completely by random chance than by the way the Giants have played this year. And you could say that with anything that really goes below average, I would think, but in this one, just the way their pitching is in extra innings and whether they're going to give up that hit with a runner on second base and have the game over or else have the opposing team take a run. It's worse than if it were left up to random chance, and if all that says is that it's below average, I need to say like whatever I need to say to convince everybody that it is just terrible the way the Giants perform in extra innings. It's horrendous. It is shocking, honestly, to me. You would think there'd be some times when the pitching would be able to pitch out of the jam in extra innings. I have had to mention pitching out of runners on jams just a whole lot over the last weeks because it is really something in baseball, and we see the way it is with the Giants. Now, the full reality is that the Giants are actually pretty bad at winning close games in the late innings, whether they go to extra innings or not. And that's especially the case in recent times. That's the full story. They're terrible at winning tied games in the late innings. But extra innings, it's just they cannot do it. And if you could almost consider that other loss against the Padres, which was, I believe, the week before last, when Manny Machado hit the home run with a couple of runners on base. That, I mean, does that go onto our extra innings list, even though it's not an extra inning game? Well, the fact is there wasn't even the automatic runner in that game, and they lost anyway. Tyler Rogers couldn't get out of it, but pitching well with runners on base is a thing that a good team needs to be able to do. And the extra inning rule in effect this year, it makes it that way for the Giants. Well, what can we say about this? What can I say about the Giants' performance in this kind of overall situation that hasn't already been said? It's bad. It is terrible for the Giants in extra inning games. Now, it started badly too. I mean, let me just say, if you're not going to be able to win those close tied games in the late innings, if you're a terrible team at winning those, then you'd better be able to get your offense going early. But the Giants have not been able to do that over the last 4 games, and it has cost them deeply. They were behind 2-0 when we came to the 6th inning of the ball game. Then Joey Bart hit a home run to cut the deficit to 2-1. And I'll just say overall, Alex Cobb gave up 3 runs in almost 7 innings, so a pretty good start for Coors Field from him. The fact that in the 7th inning he had to give up that hit to let the Rockies go ahead, it's not, that didn't show an ability to get out of a close situation and pitch at one of the moments it mattered the most. But we'll give Alex Cobb credit for this start overall, where he gave up 3 runs. So, and then Harleen Garcia came in and got an out. And I'm trying to talk offense and pitching at the same time. In the top of the 7th inning, Brandon Crawford tied it with a home run. In fact, in total today, Crawford saved the Giants twice with a game-tying hard hit ball. He saved the Giants twice with big hits. And it was a homer in the 7th inning. Then, as I mentioned in the bottom, after the Rockies took the lead again, Harleen Garcia got an out. Giants didn't score in the top of the 8th. John Brebbia pitched a scoreless bottom of the 8th. Then in the top of the 9th, it looked like they were done right there. The Giants got 2 outs Then Tommy La Stella singled. Didn't look like anything was happening. It was 2 outs, nobody on base, but La Stella singled. Austin Slater came in and pinch ran for him. And the pinch running thing, it really paid off. If assuming, I don't know whether La Stella would have ended up scoring anyway, but it seemed, from what we know, it seems to pay off. Slater stole second base, and then Brandon Crawford came up and he saved the Giants again. They were down to their final out. And Crawford, he hit, I think it was a 3-1 pitch. He hit a double on it to tie the game. So, big day for Brandon Crawford. If it weren't for him, the Giants would have been sunk before extra innings, that's for sure. But he saved them again in that 9th inning. Then in the bottom of the 9th, Doval came in and he pitched a scoreless bottom of the 9th to send the game to extras for the Giants. Now, it's not just in the bottom of the 10th inning. We'll go to what happened there. Doval gave up a single to Brendan Rodgers, and when I saw it happen, I was like, does this absolutely have to happen every single time the Giants are in extra innings? That they give up that critical single? Does that have to happen every single time? I don't want to exaggerate, but if I am, I'm getting my point across here. And it is a fact that they, right now, are losing every single time in extra innings. So I can't remember every play of the season, but I think I'm speaking the truth for the most part. So, but in the top of the 10th inning, though, what about a chance to score? This is Coors Field. Okay, I'll say that when talking about the Giants' offense. So, Joey Bart was hitting against Lucas Gilbreth, the pitcher for the Rockies, who had struggled recently, and he threw Bart just quite a few sliders that were hittable pitches, and Bart fouled off every single one of them. That's just, hey, whether we believe in this thing or not, I did say that at Coors Field, just like any other place, pitchers need to pitch well, and that there are no excuses for them not doing so just because they're up at Coors Field, which is supposed to be a hitter's ballpark. But from an offensive perspective, what if they don't? Because Gilbreth was not pitching well to Bart. He threw him several hittable sliders, and that is the thing with Coors Field, that the slider is supposed to not be as effective. The breaking ball is not supposed to break as much in the thinner air, and in the same natural effect, thinner air, you're supposed to be able to hit the ball farther. So that, the fact that was wasted here of all ballparks and Bart couldn't take advantage of it, that's another pathetic little thing for the Giants. Yeah, I know, pitchers are just as responsible to get outs there, but what if they don't? Bart had sliders that he couldn't get onto and drive something in for the Giants. It's just sad. I don't know, it's a sorry sight. So they get out of the 10th inning, and in the bottom of the 10th inning, Doval gets an out. Then he walked Charlie Blackmon, which was the right thing to do. The only effect that could possibly have on the game is lowering the amount of walks that might be necessary to get the winning run in. And then he gave up a single. And I'm just like, seems to happen to them every extra innings game and a lot of late inning games that just, it's out of proportion. I could say you're going to lose some of these. I could say you have a team that's below average with this, but now I can say that it's just out of proportion. So I could just I could just say there is no reason the Giants need to lose to the last place Rockies, but what would that change? Does that change the fact? No, it does not. It's bad baseball. It's a bad day. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you have not. Also, please comment or email me at gabrielvaughn89@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.